Maybe Casper can calm her down enough not to bite my head off. He said he'd probably be keeping her company regardless of my own presence. Okay. Looking up at the sign to the bar Diva mentioned in the brief phone call, I'm guessing they're going for a jazz thing. Opening the door confirms it. Brassy saxophone music matching the one on the logo. Still early, but still a Friday night. The place is packed. I'll focus through a quick cacophony of music and drunk laughter, but it's so overwhelming it's hard to even pick up smells other than the smoke of fried food wafting from the kitchen. I feel something sharp pierce into my shoulder. What? Oh, turn around, Tosh claws twist into the fabric. Feels her to panic when she pulls herself free. Fuck Tosh, I just got these clothes. I check where my skin is still itching from the attack, but there doesn't seem to be any tearing. And what seems to be her signature move, Kat just walks off, leaving me to try and keep track of her agile stalk towards the table the others are at. The gathering is a mixed bag of emotions for me. Most people I've at least talked to for better and for worse. Diva, of course. Sophia looks bored as hell. Meerkat Guy is just ecstatic over being surrounded by the pretty woman. Barely notices Sophia taking the cigarette out of his paw and ducking it in a jug of beer when he lights it. Must already be a whole pack swimming in dark golden liquid. You are the women that I can't really remember the names of. Just been thinking of them as Jaguar, Falcon, and Fennec Fox. Anya is staring into her drink while massaging her temples, sugar along the rim still untouched. The source of the headache is dead. Emilio's here. As soon as he spots me, his animated monologue that has the others laughing falls apart. Anya perks up and looks away from the drink, maybe to see if killing the goat were her mind worked. Oh, hey Sid, I was wondering why Taj disappeared. Diva's chair tips backwards and make room for Taj, leaving in front of her chair to get back to her position as a buffer between Anya and Emilio in the stiff-looking sofa. Adira turns in her chair and waves me over. I'm happy you could come. You haven't missed much. We all wanted to wait for a word on the mistress. She was still not feeling well, but good enough to come tell us she won't be in on Monday. Which means that you are free to rehearse on your own for the day. Animals jump when the skunk speaks. Her short stature and more demure presence made me miss that she was even here. Translation: there's no one to kill you for not showing up. The table shakes and Anya spreads her paw out in front of her, claws out. Everyone is showing up. We can't afford to be jerking off at home right now. Zamir. Meerkat Zamir apparently lights yet another cigarette. Maybe you don't. Some of us are going crazy rehearsing the basic fucking choreography. We're stuck with that we've mastered. We're stuck with what we mastered when we were 12. Anya's quicker than Sophia to get a hold of the cigarette despite stretching over the entire table to reach far enough to snatch the stick out of Zamir's mouth. Well, okay then. There we go. But she doesn't dump it in the beer. She crumples it in her paw. I know that I feel the scent of seared flesh, but there's not as much as a wrinkle out of place in her face to show any pain. She throws it in his face, still smoking tobacco flakes falling down all over his lap. It's unfortunate. Anya throws herself back as he desperately shovels the embers onto the floor. Yeah, fucking crazy bitch, sure. Everyone else just stared at the display, not the way I did, which was a complete bafflement. They stared like they were just waiting it out and inevitable pause before going back to what they were doing. Fuck's sake, Sid. Are you just gonna stand there and stare into space? I really got tasked for that. She slams her fist to the sofa to indicate the kind of vacant spot next to Tosh that isn't taken up by Emilio. There aren't any chairs free, and if there were, there wasn't any space left around the table. Hey, see, this is a training exercise for dinner with Misha's family on Monday. If you can survive this, surely you can survive Misha's sister. My conviction is already shaking as Tosh scoots in closer to Anya, making more room as Emilio refuses to budge an inch of his ass. I shiver, regretting taking the vest off before going in. Talk about the cold shoulder. Would you want anything to drink? Bree's paying. Bree takes out a notepad and jots something down. The company's paying. Why do you think I'm here, anyway? Zamir had finally gotten most of the fire hazard off himself and onto the floor instead. So if Anya decides to throw a drink at him next, we're all dead. Oh, because you heard I'd be here, darling? It's kind of scribbling tears through the paper. Zamir insists on paying for his own. I ain't getting the soulless pay here. Erase that. Bree holds up the pen. Sorry, it's ink. The meerkat grumbles and starts taking out another cigarette before throwing the whole pack into his coat as Anya's paw twitches. Well, Sid, it's your first night out with the group? Yeah, whatever you want. I already had a drink in the limo before. Might as well have another now that it's worn off. Anything not too strong that's also not beer? What's wrong with beer? We all look at him like he's crazy. Even Emilio forgets I'm part of this conversation. What? Sheep and goats with a lot of things. Everyone doesn't like that. You would just ask someone if you want a gut of warm piss. Some even pay you for it. That's crazy. I thought we were here to have fun, but I guess I'll shut the fuck up. Bree has just been keeping that customer service mask on the whole time. And Adonis, perhaps? It's just sherry and Vermouth? Wine? What wine? Just the one with the mask cracks. Go drink your piss. You can barely contain her laughter. I have no idea who you are, lady, but you should come work at the Red Ballet. I think you do well with their brattiest clients. What? Anya, I work in the reception. Fox's nose scrunches up. This place has a reception? In the theater, I say good morning every... Her furred folds around her eyes stretch as Anya moves in closer and gives her... well, a sniff? I think you need to be loud, just like now when you greet people. Because you're... I'm so thirsty, because I don't drink beer. Anya looks at me with a scowl. Sid, don't push your luck on me. I sit still then. Bring the whole blizzard, Anya. Army could march over the ice. Bree gives me a thankful little nod as Anya goes back to being unaware of her existence. She discreetly waves over a waiter and gives him my order. The table falls silent for a moment. Just a moment though. Why are y'all staring at me? Deer breaks the awkward silence. So, why'd you have to leave early today? Early? Ray told me we do end at 16. Are you dumb? There's no ending early here. We end when we end. I did tell you the whole asterisk about it. Anya's been eyeing me smugly the entire time. And since she sees that I'm not trying to sidestep the topic and not... I guess spreading the wine for Mr. Fedor was just part of your schedule. Put a finger to it, circling in red, and draws an arrow all around. You're going loudly as the other stands Emilio, leaning closer for the gossip. I was hoping you were going to behave, Anya. I am. Sid's here, isn't he? You know that's not what I... Anya slaps her arm over both Taj and my back and pulls up towards her. I feel the muscles in Taj's arms tense. We're all friends now, right? We're gonna talk about their little conquest. Isn't that right, Samir? The meerkat jolts up straight in his seat, probably hoping he'd be forgotten lest he'd get assaulted again. What do you mean? Fox chuckles dangerously. You're straight, right? Well, you're a dancer. Won't do better than a straight adjacent. I'm sure you and the pals get into the nitty-gritty about the broads you banged. Samir's jaws are trembling, eyes trying to get support from Sophia, purposely avoids his gaze. I don't do that shit. You're just singling me out because... Yeah, straight guys are repressed. Whatever. He's not entirely wrong, but Samir looks almost broken after that. I'm going out to smoke. Sophia? Sure. She offers him a palm, which he doesn't even notice, unable to look at anything but the floor. The wolf shrugs at Diva and follows Samir out to make sure he doesn't walk out into traffic. Was that necessary? Anya reminds me of that I'm still on the chopping block with a tender rub across my neck. That micro dick dumbass has been going around telling the guys I sucked him up in the costume room in my Odette costume. Could at least made it Odelle. She's the one with a naughty streak. Dia rubs her eyes in absolute exhaustion. And what is the source of this accusation? You don't have the best track record with the truth of these tales. Sure, you want to get to the point of this whole excursion out of the way? She throws an arm out in a dramatic swing, like she's swearing an oath in court and where her jury. Whatever shit I said about Sid was probably bullshit, and I am... sorry. Easy. Thank you. Mr. Fedora's still begging him, though. Never mind. I'm not sorry for the piss story. It's really funny, and you're lobotomized if you believe it. Gosh. I didn't believe it. I had to laugh because no one else did. Gosh, what the fuck? Anya shoves the cat into me, who swipes her claws at us both. Taj weighs all about as much as what I'd been able to bench press the one time I was dragged into the gym, but with Anya's strength behind it, I still get catapulted into Emilio. I start to say sorry by pure instinct, but the way he's staring gives me pause. Ugh. He's not staring at me with those fucked up looking eyes. He's staring at the best. The golden chain in his horn wrapped around his hoof. He tugs on it in an unsteady rhythm. What's wrong with the shitzo? Emilio's ears flick, but otherwise his attention is solely on the golden buttons of the vest. Don't call him that. Sid, completely unrelated, but Demir's cheer is free. He give you that? I try to get him to look at me, but I'm starting to really actually feel freaked out, so I don't dare touch him. Cool. I drag me away from Emilio for my next rough as he rips the vest out of my shaking paws. Damn, dude. Anya whispers into my ear with the cadence of passing this off as a joke. Well, that vest's dead to you. He's getting his crazy all over it. Diva is the only real adult in the entire bar, so I walked over with her own hoofs raised and open. You know, let's go outside and talk about this while we wait for Dan to get back, alright? Anya keeps the hush running commentary going. Diva appears both in to try to fucking the crazy out of someone. Please. Shut up. Neil's tearing at the buttons now, trying to make them come loose. All the while he was crying through that terrified, penetrating stare that burrows into my soul. Just take it, I don't care. The one he's been ripping that gives, despite Demon's skill with the needle, but just clings against the floor on the sound bar. I fall back on top of Taj as Anya suddenly gets up, leaping over the table so quick no one can even think to stop her. What's she doing? Emilio yelps and falls on his ass, looking up like a blubbering child at the fox towering over him. See, it was nothing to do with your shit so ass. What was this crying about anyway? It's just a vest. I had to cover my ears and her laugh turned into a howl that would put Sophia to shame. Are you jealous he's fucking Misha or something? Bitch, he just goes for brainless twinks to have something to show off. Also, who the fuck even are you? He's a stagehand. Fuck if I care, because he's a no one who's leaving. Wasn't this a gathering for dancers anyway? I'm not a dancer. No, you were allegedly the receptionist. So do your fucking job and keep us dancers safe by dragging this lunatic along with you. Back your little fucking desk into your little fucking stool and shake your little fucking potpourri around? What is that? Okay. So did you notice me after all? Everyone does. Everyone can smell you from across the square. See, you're not supposed to say it. It's hard to even breathe as my heart gets ripped into pieces by Bree's disappointment, Diva's disgust, and Emilio's terror. Have fun. She and Bree carefully helped Emilio up while whispering close to his ears, trying to try and keep his attention away from me. Anya pulled me back down to the sofa and starts chattering with three women I still don't even know the names of. I follow them with my gaze as they walk out, where Dana attempts to get them to go back inside with a laugh. But his face falls apart as soon as he sees Emilio's. He takes the vest out of the goat's still limp grip. If only the music wasn't even louder than before it covered up the ruckus we caused. Even I couldn't make out the words of his raised voice. But the furious eyes set on me made the message clear. Shit, that was so bad. Falcon lady giggling with Druffin and very, very horny making my way. Ew, girl. You're gonna make me even gare if you keep that up. Can you be a little bit hetero just for me? They're gone. One of the best there was neatly on the sidewalk. I turned back to the Falcon. Her breath reeks. I think Misha would be all too interested seeing us to make out. We're already failing the bitchel test. What's the bitchel test? Everyone ignores her. You gotta tell us more, Sid. The rich Mr. Misha Fedora falling for a rat? Gotta be quite the tale. Your new friend seems so nice, dear. Well, you'll fit right in. I didn't mean it. You can take the vest on your way out. Fitting an outfit for this new you. It's a funny story. Daryl's having snuck onto the stage. Stop. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He didn't do that. The tapes were tampered with. He didn't do that. The other tape is... it should work now. But it's also wrong. It shouldn't be two stories. It's supposed to be a part of this one. Now it's two of the same story. Drowning in the waterways. Okay. I don't know how long I've been standing there, key almost in the lock. Why can't I just disappear? Why isn't shit getting better? I got what I wanted. But it's worse now. I feel worse. I'm afraid of this side of the door, but now also afraid of the other. I have the key, but it feels like I'm trying to break in. So, you didn't die out here? Get in. I will go back to her preferred spot on the sofa, while I take my time to close the door as slowly as I can manage. I turn and relieved to see that Casper is still sitting in the chair. Neither Owl or I ever used for purposes other than throwing clothes over in the absence of a coat rack. This feels rhythmic. I cannot say that word for the life of me. Okay. Convulsing hard against the floor as he tries to prevent it from tapping too hard. Probably as scared as I am that any sound might set the hair off. For a brief moment he meets my eye before his focus falls back on keeping the lady at bay. Evening. Sure is. How was it? Any fun? Miserable. Oh. I kicks off the sofa with a loud bang. For fuck's sake, I'll just go to my room and put my earphones in so you two can get started. Casper foot is now jumping against the floor like an unoiled drill. Maybe I should leave? Yeah, this day couldn't be more of a disaster. Lift the chair, crash to the floor as Casper tries to escape this. Why am I choosing? What does it matter? Damn, I have his gifts of that's I think it's rude if I was to do that with her, just being like, yeah, I'll just go put headphones in. Like, that's crazy. So we grab Alwa's arm. Casper apologetic sniffle and he gives me a forced half smile back understanding. And then he slips out. I immediately try to shake me off as I grab her shaking bicep. What are you doing? Casper's been waiting all night for you. Wow. And you've been waiting for your fucking different to do the same. Really, I'm fine. You should probably catch up with him. He's got those short otter legs. Oh, you're my best friend. Losing Casper so soon would suck, but losing you? I know she won't try to punch me in the balls now. I take her paw to the clenching onto her arm. I'd hang myself in your room so you could use me as a use my body as a punching bag. It's no fun if I don't get to hear your squeaking with every fist. I can tell she's really trying her best to let us move forward, but she still seems really off. As we get into our self-designed spots, in the sofa there's a moment where she thinks that I'm too busy getting the vest off and take any notice of her. But I do see how the stitches keeping the smile on her face fall short of their purpose, revealing something gone ugly and deformed with rot. She reattaches herself as I sit down, snatching the vest from my paws. Yo, look at these new threads. I'd rather just forget about this at this point. Why the fuck did I just even bring it, knowing I might see Emilio at the bar? It had made me feel strong and insulated from scrutiny when I was walking around with Misha. But now the golden F's seem much more like music marking me as territory. Like the door, golden shower. All that build up for a fucking piss joke? It was thematic. And this is your head. Dude, I didn't even tell you the joke yet. I'm sure I would find it hilarious, but trying to explain everything will make us both fall asleep before I can even get to the good part. Sorry, nervous breakdown. I have no idea. You're not on like 10 different anxiety medications already. Probably couldn't even afford seeing a psychologist until now. I don't want to take something that alters my mind anyway. Sid, you trying to kill yourself over any minor inconvenience. I don't even think I've heard you repeat the way you go about it either. Maybe your mind could stand to be a bit altered. I'll deep throat the entire bottle of pills and wash it down with my slit wrist if you make me go on meds. Oh, okay. I'll wait until you've earned some fancy ballet money so I can get something other than the trauma of finding your body. I don't have a last will and testament, Awa. Any day could be your last, hell. I will, just in case. Well, at least you have things to pass on. Do I get anything? You get my laptop, on the condition that you do not look at anything before obliterating the hard drive. Fine, I admit it. I may have pirated some dumb dance moves because I missed some film nights with you. You do realize that all that sounded... what all that sounded like. Yes, Sid, that was a joke. Can you have another nervous breakdown and laugh? I'll laugh when you say something funny. More importantly, you watched dance films without me? They better not have been. I really like the one about the boy with the asshole that you refused to watch on account of, and I quote, "Where are the tits? Are there tits? Turn off if there are no tits." Well, the kid reminded me of you, and I got all nostalgic. You know what? I'm writing my will right now. I don't think a post-it is big enough. She rubs her nose where the crumpled up piece of paper hit her and starts trying to uncrumple it. I should put you on tranquilizers. Sid, no last name, last will, and testament. My dearest roommate Awa, check the mailbox because I never asked. I leave it in the event of my suicide and be murdered if I ate something she cooked. Nothing. The end. Right out of space, I was gonna add, see you soon, babe. Heart. You sound so gay using the heart emoji in speech. You do it all the time. Well, I don't sound ready to begin. Okay. I should have left with Casper. Send him a voice message. Let me get your ass. That was the plan. I'm sorry. I told you there's no need to mope about that. I want to spend time with you. She really is good right now. Mad that I blew her off. Watch movie she pretends she hates without me. I know there's something you want to talk about. And I don't mean just dumb shit. It's fun, but you're always so strong. Sometimes I forget that I'm not the only one who suffers. I know I'm not strong like you. People always have to weak, useless burden. Should have been you. You're the one who deserved it. To protect me. Do you remember last week? I thought I was going crazy. You're already dealing with a lot. You're more important than any of that, Awa. I don't care if I have to use up what little strength I have to help you. If I even can help you. She watches me for a long time without a word. Wondering if a mess like me won't just break apart by putting this burden on my pathetic little shoulders. I'll say it for you. I told you so. It's not for people like us. It's dangerous. I'm not strong enough to be right. Not with this. There. She stops without the stitches on. She's bleeding out of all the strength and power and confidence they pretend. So I get up from the sofa and walk to my room. Thanks. Sit down by the door. It's just ajar enough. So I could hear her collapse against the wall on the other side. I'm not strong enough to see her break, and she's not strong enough to let me see her break. But I'm here, and she is here. That's what matters. I'm never scared anymore. Not even when me and the other girls stepped into that bar in there. When their starving yet gluttonous lust all fell on us. Zaga turned and ran out immediately. But Prisha, she needed the money. A lot of debt. A lot of debt. Her brother's been sick for a year, getting worse every fucking day. I went with her to the hospital once, just to support her. Be better if they just let him die. Prisha and her family are, you know, like a real family. She laughs with disgust. As long as everyone behaves, they are. Prisha went to some shady fucks who were willing to lend her the money for expensive treatments that might save her brother's life. Insane interest rates, obviously. He died, by the way, under the knife. Still had to pay for the procedure and the funeral. One night they knocked her on the door, four of them. Said she had a month to pay up, or they make her do it in other ways. It's enough for this to her family. But she needed that money. And so I stayed. Maybe just because I didn't want to tell her family I don't even like that they lost another kid. I don't know why. I just know that I should have dragged her ass out and found some other way. I never scared her, but everything in me was begging for us to leave. There was a... We just sit there, and that's fine. At least we're here. There was a tiger. Said, I don't know if I can... I'm here. Whether you tell me or don't tell me, I'm here. He was pouncing on Prisha like she was a slice of fucking meat. Tried to just make her give up on this, but the terror hypnotized her. And I couldn't just leave her there, you know? Fucking shit. Fuck, I had to spit like 5 of the drinks he got her, or the amount I ripped him. No, he threw in there would kill her on the spot. I should have been more careful. He noticed that I was messing with his hunt. And so I began to pray. Prisha fucked off. Finally her senses, I guess. Realizing this was insane. I'm not even angry at her for ditching me. It's not like she could have done anything. Finding him herself, asking others in there for help, calling the rocks. Anything would just get us both killed. He forced me to drink. I was hoping it would be enough to make me just die. No such luck. Then we'd end up in some bathroom, maybe an alley. It smelled like shit anyway. You know what? I'm with a gun to my head. Okay. Can't. I'm sorry. Good, because I can't either. So I'm fucking scared all the time now. I told Casper, because, like, he gets it, and... Casper, you told him already? Yeah, not the whole thing. But we run in similar circles, you know? I want to warn him. Maybe have us both spread the word so someone will be spared the same. But he got really spooked, like he was catatonic for 2 minutes. I almost called an ambulance in case it was a stroke. And then he started speaking. He's seen a guy in the waterways. Often. Said, please don't go there anymore. I'm trying to make Casper quit the place. Said. Often. Said. Tried to cut off the thought at the base with the sharp shears of my name so it could never sprout again. Don't you remember? What? The fucking pinky promise? So you remember. We were practically kids, and this is different. The same. They're all the same. Said he... There are monsters in this world. I've met them. Every kind. He scares me. What are you? I almost had the side of her head. I think Joe must have hit her there. Sorry. Then get back. Dude, I've got anxiety, man. I think you need to. I throw myself in front of her on the floor. Well, you need to take me with you in suicide. There's a pressure breaking the pinky promise. He said, come on. I put the pinky of my lip paw under the knife's edge. Still as sharp as when on your ball it. I will ball it, clearing it's never been used. This isn't what I want. Finding a grip around the handle, I raised it a few. Oh, shoot, I did that. I raised it a few degrees. I don't really have the muscle, but I think if I aim it right from this angle, the pure yellow of my eyes reflecting back through her eyes, the both that I've never been more serious in our lives. Yes, you do. A grunt escapes my lips as I force my dumb fucking brain to ignore that instinct. The one that won't allow for this. My conviction wins. Muscles in my arm ignore the instinct, puts everything into this. I'll grasp me mid-swing. Fine. I do. I think I'm gonna faint. Look down at my paw. The knife's edge is lodged into the finger halfway through the bone, right above the knuckle. Shit. I was gonna miss anyway. You're fucking insane. But I knew that. Let's deal with this. I try to rip my paw away from her. That makes the knife fall out. Too bad we ain't got the sewing machine, huh? Well, this place is creepy as fuck. Feels like an entire audience is watching. And yet I can't see anyone. Even with my night vision. It's just like when I woke up here that night. Woke up. Could have been a dream. I don't know. I would try to scan for interest, but gives up. I can't really see well in the dark like you. Where are you supposed to go? I close my eyes. Listen and feel. I hear her shuffle behind me. This music is ass. But we follow it. Even if she has to let go of her jacket to hold a paw up under her nose. Well, even she has to. You could have warned me how bad it would be. You'll manage. You don't drop it, or end up bringing the puke smell home. The hollow sound as she slaps the paw back over the jacket is muffled by the music as it grows closer with our descent. She stops by the door. Wait, there's not even anyone here to check. I had the whole plan. I'm impatient to get inside, but the owl steal her nerves first. What was the plan? She smirks. You attracted the bouncer by oh, shit, okay. That's a shit plan. What if he was straight? Oh, shoot, the camera moved. There we go. It's not my fault. You don't own any clothes big enough. Maybe the adjuster hat. I push through the door. Place is actually packed despite it being in the middle of the night. Perfect. I'll grasp my tail so she doesn't lose me in the sea of dancing people with swimming lights. Realize he might not even be here, right? The bandage around my finger is already soaked through the blood. He'll be here. Oh, it's Casper. Casper's sweaty body pushes through the crowd to reach us. Kirby home and I'm hit by those alluring smells, but that's not why we're here. Hear how much I wish that was the case. I'm happy to see you, but why are you here? Owl whistles. She's good at it too, because it's shouting in my eardrum despite the music. So got to see all you're offering. I was wondering what all the fuss was about. Hey, why are you dressed? I'm trying to see some stripper bowls. His face falters at that, tugging on the waistband of the pants. I had stuff to do. Just got here, really. You should probably leave. Where's the tiger? The otter's eyes bulge for a moment as he realizes that I know and what I'm asking. He showed the I would look up, but she's staring down at her jacket. Listen, I get it. People like that should be in jail. They should be dead. But you shouldn't be. We're prepared. I knock out his jacket to let him hear the hollow sound from underneath. Sid. He has a gun. I'm aware. I saw him going to the bathroom. Now looking up, he points to a grimy door on the far side of the dance floor. Thanks. My fried nerves almost make me hit him at first, but when I lean into the tear street kiss. For luck, or in case I never see you again. Hey, do I get a smooch too? I was fried nerves also makes her hit him as he flings his arms around her, back in a tight hug. It's a desperate hug. We all know how I thought this will probably get. Casper pressed his lips close to one of her folded ears. I will. Promise. Let me just find my jacket, okay? I don't want to be here for this. We'll wait. Sorry. Please don't die. You're both too good. We just want to start heading for that bathroom. It's our only lead so far. We keep our promise. Casper is thrown around wildly by the crowd. Wasn't for the complete absence of alcohol on that kiss. I think he was drunk off his ass. As soon as we got the jacket on, he sprints for the exit. I was paused creak as she gets a steady grip under the jacket. Whatever happens, here was Stitches holding the mask, apprehension, and doubt and casted over the adoring crowd. The real face is finally exposed, the face I love to madness, the face I will do anything for. Let me get first blood. The face rotted and bullied with hate and fury. Guess we're going to keep each other under control. You can have however much blood you want. This is for you. But without Stitches, it will all explode at once. Disgusting door rattles with combined force of our kicks, only hanging on by one hinge as the other snaps off to smash the mirror into pieces. There's stunning noises coming from one of the stalls. What was taking so long? I sweep a foot over the broken glass, sending a glittering shard across the room. Damn, we're really doing this? Okay. He's enormous. Puts his pants with an annoyed groan. Tiger pushes himself out, sideways through the opening of the stall, side of his chest almost leaving him stuck. He stared down at us with confusion at first, turning to amusement for Awa, but when his eyes met on mine, they shifted to anger. Baroka and a whore. I'm not surprised. He spits onto the floor at my feet. His land is filthy, infested with vermin. Awa takes long, hopping strides towards him. It's obvious with the way she has her paw under the jacket. The idea that we might be a threat is near impossible for him to imagine. He rubbed his crotch, for his tongue wetting his lips. Will it be enough? We'll see. I know I'm good, but a freebie, I'm touche. His teeth and gums and lips and meat. Exploding a rainbow of red as she cracks a baseball bat into the meat. Okay. The spikes we'd hammer in, pins in the meat. I was pulled into the air with the meat as the home run strikes launches the heavy gutted cadaver across the room. I leap after them, catching her by the waist. The hefty baseball bat makes us swing round in the air as the spikes dislodge with a wonderful and crunchy splat. I was fixated on the blood feeding the weapon in her shaking paws. Felt amazing. She shudders. My turn. I grab at the bat and subsequently groan as she selfishly pulls it away. Come on, Nala. Only anything left if that's first blood. Her face contorts with ecstatic, bewilderment. No shit, there won't be anything left. Maybe we fucking overdid it with the spikes. Clears the bat around, expounded by the gurgling of juices spilling out. This again? You think boinking it with a stick is gonna stick? Is it? Okay. Just take your paw on my cheek to keep my face still. I lean closer to hear the joke. She was interpreted by pathetic sputtering from it. I turn around and stomp into the gurgling intestines. Stop interrupting. I turn back to Awa. There's no way this is real. They gotta just like sleep or something. Push my chest. It hurts after yelling like that. Yeah, good stomping. We said, let's leave. I'm not weak. I can do it. Give me the fucking bat. So I'm not worried about you. I know you can get it. Please, let's just go. You said this was for me, right? I got what I needed. You're boring. Just give him the balls or something. I love and heave my foot back. Wish I was wearing some boots. Smack hurt my foot. My foot on my toes. Once. Tired bag of meat convulses underneath me as my foot connects. Actually, fuck out for trying to hold me back. I did this for her and now she's being a bitch about it. I jump on it and jump and stomp and jump and kick and laugh. Okay. That's insane. Don't get bored. There's enough room for two. See, you're gonna fucking kill him. Stop. Oh, that was the whole point. I knew he was a little psycho. Too far. He's not like this. I jump off with a pirouette, landing in a deep asterisk before her. Stop doing this to him. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I ain't doing shit but enjoying the show. She's not quick enough to realize my right paw is far enough behind her to grab the bat. This is all him. She got one. I'm just making sure I won't be able to do it again. My ears are shrieking to the rhythm of the blood, pushing through my veins. Do it. Do it for everyone hurt by this monster. Just castrate the monster. Ooh. Oh. Wait. A very special gal in the audience. Okay. I don't know what to do anymore. Did Sid kill him? She's even had trouble telling where the tiger ends and Sid begins. Everything is just red. Dude, I'm sorry. It's okay. Even you're wrong sometimes. He laughs. Sounds like a little kid alone with getting too many birthday presents. I'm sorry, I didn't think you would be worse than last time. She'd be able to stop him then. The faces were clawed beyond recognition, but she'd be able to stop him. What are you talking about? I wouldn't do that again. You don't even realize what you've done, do you? Everything will be alright. I won't be weak. I'll protect you. Look, it's gone now. Sid points to the tiger she'd been so afraid of. She's not afraid of this good meat anymore. Is he even alive? Isn't that supposed to be a tiger? Who's terrified for Sid? There's something coming from outside. I grabs the bat out of Sid's paw. He whines, but it's up for her to protect him now. Okay, the rocks are coming, we need to run. Alright. He sees it around the blood, crashing to the wall. The mirror almost slices his eyes. Casper doesn't understand what he's seeing. He can't connect the almost person on the floor with the cruel tiger who kept hurting everyone. Casper can't connect his new friend with the woman whose paw ready to swing a spiked bat to smash his head in. And Casper can't connect the cute rat he can't stop thinking about with this feral creature licking his own paw to savor the blood. Let me wake up. Let me sleep just one night without the nightmares. The rats are here. I heard the sirens and I heard the screaming before people started to run and spill onto the street. I thought he killed you. Sierra refuses to move until Alva snatches him by his cheek scrub and throws the rat at Casper. The otter does his best to get a steady grip. Easier said than done when there's nowhere not slick with blood. The hare starts to push them out, but stops before getting out herself. She runs back in with the bat already poised to smash all the faucets one by one. What are you doing? The bat has splintered into toothpicks as he finishes up with the last faucet and scatters the remains in the water already spilling out into the waterways. And then they run. God damn. I had to mess with the crime scene some way. You know what they'll do to Sid even without evidence. I smashed her teeth. Stop worrying about me. They would just stop treating me like a child. I clawed them and punched them and kicked them and smashed them and ripped them so no one has to protect me again. Okay. Answer grabs Owl's paw, who in turn is quickly the same with the rambling Sid as he hears boots pounding coming from the rank corridor they're heading for. Alright, I guess another way? Okay. Which linked Fang, the trio rushes through a door behind the bar. Not so sure to hear Sid, but Awa knows there's nothing she can do to shut him up, probably not even if she saw the bat that hit him in the head. So they keep running through the dark zigzag corridor. Maybe Sid won't be able to navigate it, but they have to rely on Casper's vague memory and back through bumping into walls head first. However, Owl kicks the grate off its hinges as they finally reach the end and crawl up on the street. Where to now? I can hear them coming. Blanca looks between her, Sid, and the open grate. Maybe the grate could have slowed them down. If I could destroy it, they could just fucking shoot it into oblivion. Takes it and run, Owl. Owl's head leans back as he sighs, and then he starts to pull his pants out. Dude. I mean, he ain't wrong, but dude. I'm mumbled under her breath, finally yanks Sid to not waste Casper's dumb fucking plan. This knife full of otter meat made the rat pause with furious yelling. Owl picks the route at random, weaving through empty alleys and getting as close as possible to bar streets still crowded with drunks and dead-eye staff who just want to be home without anyone seeing them. The only place she avoids is the street. It might be crawling with rots after the head had been found. By the time they finally arrive at their house, even Sid's lungs are so winded he's unable to get a word out, much less yell. Still covered in you know what though. Sid, you think you're gonna lock the door? He looks at her with confusion but nods. You're gonna go in and lock the door, throw everything you're wearing in the washing machine. Sid, I don't care if you're not machine washable. Pour some of the detergent, it spills over and starts the machine. Take a shower. I should be back by then. But if not, just go to bed. Sid wants to ask, but he can't speak anymore. If they sniffed after us, I need to throw them off completely. But persons just stop and make sure that we went in here. Now go. before the neighbors see the unhinged rat covered in blood sitting outside their window. It was a weak smile waiting for Sid to go inside. Misha runs off again. Water seems cold. You know, in the shower, things smells like puke. Puke in the shower is mixed with blood. A lot. Of both. I try to shower, aim the head, try and get the mess down the drain. Is it his blood? But so. I can barely remember anything. What's another dream? It was a dream. It was a nightmare. There was no tiger. They needed to bring a bat to beat up the nightmare tiger. If there was no tiger, I had been raped at gunpoint. But I know it wasn't a dream. I went out of the shower, almost slipping in the trail of bloody footsteps on the way. His shoulder jack on the floor, back slumped against the door, trying to catch her breath. Lanier raised and parallel with the door too. She was tired, so tired, not just from exhaustion. Did she run? No, she back now. If she been in the shower for so long, the water turned cold. It was a simple smile, but she was just too tired. I'm not here in the washing machine. Did you forget? Okay, I'll do it now. You can go to bed. Once she rips off the entire top of the detergent box and dumps it all in the compartment in the washer. I know it wasn't a dream. The scissors holding her together have failed. These keeping that smile in place have failed. Maybe if you hadn't been too busy to... Okay. I'll be quiet. You think anything could ever be more important to me? I already had to live with what I did. But I won't blame myself for this. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it. I still can't stop it. All I can do is be here. Now. Did we? Did we get him? Also, it pushes on the detergent compartment until it can lock into place. Tapping the buttons over and over, not sure if we're in the run. She says on whatever is the most powerful setting, push to start. When she turns, the stitches have failed. And yet she grins wildly at me through deep, tired sobs. We caught him. I love you, Sid. She clapped into my arms, almost too heavy to let me keep upright. But I'll be strong. I'll be strong this time. I love you too, Awa. Yes. I can still fix it. I'll find a way. No matter how much the story changes, I'll change it once and for all. New tape. Connections. Part of the story, but not this story. You can go over there, so I'll mix them up with the others. Be continued. Awesome. So yeah, to be continued. We'll change this to the next part very soon. Not 3, 4, 5, 6 months in between. So hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.